I could hear the snap of the latex glove. The glob of goop popped out of the tube. I turned my head over my shoulder in anticipation and jerked forward with an ah. That lubricating gel was cold, and it hurt as she tried to pry open my clenched anal cavity with her fingers. The urologist told me to ease up on the sphincter. The sphincter? The sphincter. Oh, the sphincter. I got this. She plunged her finger into my rectum, and I could barely feel it as she glided over and around my prostate. Wow, you really have a nice touch. Oh, sugar, I've done this a million times. Plus, it helps that I have small hands. She withdrew her finger, peeled off her glove, and handed me a paper towel. Clean yourself up and pull up your pants. I'll be back in a minute. Yuck! This is why I hate doctor's offices. The prostate is about walnut size and shape. It's used in the manufacture of semen. You know, that white milky fluid that carries the sperm out during ejaculation. Ah, you don't think much about it till something goes wrong. After age 60, over 50% of men have enlarged prostates. That's right. After age 60, over 50% of men have enlarged prostates. It's the second leading cause of cancer for men, after skin cancer. Come in. The urologist entered the small exam room and sat across from me. Your digital exam was fine. Digital exam. Digital exam. Ah, she must mean the thing she just did to me when she stuck her finger up my butt. Are there any other symptoms? Symptoms? Symptoms like what? Well, more frequent urination, less forceful stream. Yeah, I think more frequent urination. I always thought it's because I drank a lot of water. And sexually, any issues with that? There are a lot of people here. Sir, you will have to speak up. I can barely hear you. Well, it's not like when I was 18, but all the equipment still works. Ugh, I hope she wasn't going to ask me for a demonstration. Because if you did have a problem with that, I could help you. What? She could help me? What was she going to do? Stick her finger up my anus again? I have green pills, red pills, blue pills, anything that you need. I'm fine for now. Thank you. Well, the digital exam is usually only the first thing that I check, and often that is inconclusive. What? I'm not done yet? Oh, the fun continues. Well, you're here today, sir, because your PSA blood score was high, correct? Yes? Well, I do declare that often that test is inaccurate. It could be a false positive, or a positive false, or a false false, or a positive positive. Ugh, all the falses and positives were rattling around in my brain. What was she talking about? Sir, you will need an MRI exam of your prostate to be sure no tumors are visible. Oh, I need an MRI? That was about my worst nightmare. I was prone to panic attacks. I never seen an MRI machine. All I knew was this coffin-like tube that they slid you into. I'll write you a prescription. You can probably get in for your MRI as soon as this afternoon. What? Sir, now what is wrong? I have claustrophobia. How will I ever get myself into that machine? Now, sir, don't you worry yourself. I'll write you a prescription for a Valium. You take it before the procedure, and before you know it, it will be all over. Uh, the thought of the Valium was worse than the thought of the claustrophobia. No thanks, I'll figure something out. It took me 2 weeks to get in for my MRI appointment. After I changed into my sweats, the attendant brought me to the MRI room. Ah, maybe it won't be as bad as I think. Oh, so that's what an MRI machine looks like. It's not as bad as I think. It's worse. Much, much worse. Oh, the attendant brought me to the machine and told me to lay down on the platform. They strapped me in. I couldn't move. Oh, my heart was pounding, pounding, pounding. A bead of sweat rolled down my forehead. My mouth was dry. And they slid me in. Oh, my heart was still pounding, pounding, pounding. Then they gave me some more instructions. Please do not pass gas. The movement will blur the pictures. What? Pass gas? Pass gas? Is this some kind of a joke? The machine gun sounds. And hand grenades rattled around the small chamber. My heart was still pounding, pounding, pounding. How will I ever do this? And then I found it. I found it. I found my breath. And I followed it out and in and in and out. And I kept it going slower and slower and slower. Minute after minute after minute, my heart slowed. Then finally, after 45 minutes, they slid me out of the machine, unstrapped me. I jumped off the table. I was so happy. I thanked everybody in the room. 2 weeks later, I had another appointment with the urologist to go over the results of the MRI. Yes, come in. No, sir. Now pull up your pants and sit down. Sir, we only do the digital exam once a year, not every time I see you. Your MRI pictures were fine. Oh, that is such good news. I'm so happy to be done with all these tests. Well, that is good news, sir, but hold your horses. We still don't know why your PSA blood score was high. Now, do we? No. Well, there is one more test we need to do, the prostate biopsy. We stick a tube up your anus, go in there, snip off tiny pieces of your prostate in 12 different sections. Oh, it will be over before you know it. Ah, ah.